Where are we moving on next? Next, we got to talk about this trailer. So let's go ahead and watch this trailer. I'm gonna keep it small on the screen. Wait, it's the highest grossing live action movie of all time in Japan. Really? That's interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna play this trailer. So here's the thing. We're gonna go through a couple of I had a nice little back and forth today with my boy Words and my guy Wyatt, because one of the things that's been kind of, weird to me was when we always talk about bad CGI. And I've been a bitch because a lot of people in my space, in the anti-woke space, they always talk about bad CGI. And a lot of times when I watch some of this stuff, I don't necessarily see it. And there's certain times where it's fucking obvious. Ant-Man was obvious bad CGI. She-Hulk was obvious bad CGI. Like, what the fuck are we doing? But some of this stuff I look at and I don't necessarily see it. So I'm gonna play this trailer all the way through for those of you who haven't seen it. I'm gonna keep it small on the screen because I get tired of getting hit with copyright claims and all of that. I heard like if it's like 10%, if it's only like 10% of the screen or some shit, then I don't know. So we'll see. Hopefully I don't get hit with a copyright claim or something like that. So we're gonna watch it in full, and then we're gonna break down some of these scenes and some of these images.
Whatever you have to do.
Oh, by the way, this is Anya Taylor-Joy stars in the first trailer for Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. And for those of you, just in case anybody think I'm fanboying for the Mad Max universe, nigga, I didn't even know who Mad Max was. And when I first seen this trailer, I did not know it was a Mad Max story until I saw the end of it when it said a Mad Max saga. So
however long it takes. Promise me you'll find your way home. Furiosa. Give me this promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Furiosa!
The darkest of angels. The question is, do you have it in you to make it epic?
all right, so you see that trailer there. Mad Hatter says he's never seen any of the Mad. I've seen the most recent one, but I never knew about it before that. And so of course the argument, I seen Nerd Roddick talk about how the CGI was bad. I've seen a couple other people, and I'm just sitting here watching this trailer, right? And I'm watching it because let's keep it a bean. This is why I don't like, reading reviews before watching it myself, because the negative comments were the things that I was seeing before I saw the trailer. Mind you, I had no idea who the fuck Furiosa was. Never heard of her. I guess maybe I didn't watch the Mad Max movie that well, because I never heard that name, Furiosa. Okay, who the hell is that? I knew it was some nerd type shit because everybody in our space was tweeting about it. Oh, the CGI is terrible. So I go and watch it myself because, like y'all, we all looking for content to roast. I can't roast this shit, man. In my opinion, I need. That's why I was telling. And I don't know if the quality here. I might have to pull. Yeah, I might have to pull this up on YouTube, see if I can get a better quality video, because I want it to be crystal clear. Let me see. But like y'all know me. Like I'm always ready to roast something. I'm always ready to roast something. I'm always ready to roast something. But I can't roast this man. It's kind of okay. All right, so they say one of the gripes that I seen, the vehicles, the CGI vehicles look like garbage. Okay, kind of, and I love Anya Taylor-Joy, by the way, however you say her name. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so are we saying that this is this is bad CGI? Is this what we're saying? I mean, if I'm smoking mad crack, y'all can tell me in the audience. I mean, you know, Cole Classic K says Tina Turner was the GOAT, super cool. She was in Mad Max and did the Thunderdome song. Yeah, I never seen it. I guess I got to go back and watch those old Mad Max movies. Okay. I mean, like, does this look like super realistic? No. But I mean, when y'all say terrible CGI, like I believe I know what terrible CGI looks like. And I mean, while that doesn't look like the most realistic, that doesn't look like the most realistic thing ever. Like, okay, so anyway, let's move forward. Okay, nothing there. Okay, this right here. It's saying this is bad CGI. What am I supposed to do with this? Like honestly, I mean, in my personal opinion, if it wasn't for the people in our space, because it's only the people in our space pointing it out. If it wasn't for the people in our space, you know, pointing it out, Words of Paradise says, I think your issue is you're unfamiliar with Mad Max as a whole, a property that has always gone over and above with practical effects and is an insane real set design. Okay, fair enough. But it's not now this. I can tell this ain't real. But then again, I wouldn't say that's bad CGI. I just think that obviously looked like some shit that ain't nobody really like. I think there's a difference between bad CGI and that shit just don't look fucking real. Like Thanos doesn't look fucking real, but I thought it was good CGI. He also says, so this very obvious CGI is a complete contradiction to the franchise. Okay, so is it okay? That makes more sense. So if you're saying, because I'm not saying like none of this shit looks real. I'm not trying to say that. If you're saying the whole aesthetic of Mad Max is to use practical effects, and this is obviously CGI, there's a difference between it being obvious CGI and being bad CGI. Okay, that I'll concede you got the W on that. But then I feel like we got to say that. I feel like the message should have been, why the fuck are we using CGI with Mad Max when it's legendary for having practical effects? Now that I can get on board with. But with the bad I feel like I'll give you an example of bad CGI. Venom has horrendous CGI. The CGI used in Spider-Man 3 for Venom was a lot better than what the fuck we get in the Venom movies. That shit looks like a damn nightmare. Especially with the fight between Riot and Venom. That shit looked disgusting, okay? What else is bad CGI? Obviously, we talked about She-Hulk. We talked about, I'm trying to think. I know some bad, the legendary bad CGI in the second Mummy movie with The Rock. Oh my God, that shit was terrible. I'm trying to think of some more. Where it says, so this that said, I've been defending this movie, so I'm being fair here. Okay, don't feel bad. I cannot tell bad CGI from good CGI. That's what I'm saying. And I think there should be a stark difference between, okay, practical effects, using CGI when you need to use when you should have been using practical effects, and then bad CGI. What makes bad CGI is blending. It doesn't blend realistically into the film in a believable way. So this stuff comes off as bad, as looking fake, which in turn is bad because the point is to integrate. I don't see it. Maybe it's just me. Let's keep going. Let's look at some more. Let's see some more examples. Okay, now that looks CGI. But then again, it looks CGI, but does it look bad? And don't get me wrong, like I can tell this, like I can see if you're saying that from the point of view of a Mad Max fan, practical effects is king. Okay, and we're not supposed to be using CGI. Okay, 100%. Now I thought this did. Hold on. Yeah, obvious CGI. And I think that's the trope here. It's obvious CGI, and Mad Max fans are saying no, it shouldn't be CGI at all. Fair enough. But don't say bad CGI. I've seen some bad CGI. Okay, here go more vehicles. I don't know if this is obvious CGI. I wouldn't necessarily say this is obvious CGI, but if it is, General Vague says, damn, those bullets falling look pretty fake to me. They did look fake, but that's my whole point. Like, it's obvious CGI, but is it bad CGI? And that's what I'll ask you that. Like, yeah, like I could tell those bullets falling were fake. It was obviously fake. But I guess if you're saying bad CGI, as in it's supposed to look real, okay, fine. There is multiple decades of Cassie says there's multiple decades of Mad Max, and this one looks noticeably ultra fake than all the others. It cannot be ignored. Cassie says I cannot suspend belief because how insanely fake it all looks. It almost looked like it is a cartoon. Just make a cartoon. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. Honestly, I don't see it. I see CGI. Yes, I don't see fake like a cartoon. Maybe this. Now this. But that's what I was saying earlier about this little tank truck. This shit looks obviously fake. It's obviously fake. But the rest of the stuff, like, I just can't drink the Kool-Aid, bro. Like, I can't get, like, all right, that shit look fake as fuck. And that shit right there look fake as a motherfucker.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no.
Oh, yeah, that shit, I ain't gonna lie. That car right there look fake. But the rest of it, like, okay. Fine. I mean, if you want to say the tank, oh, and then let's get to the arm.
The question is,
That's another one. Like, I didn't find the arm. Words was saying the arm looked like something out of did he say the PS4 or the PS5? Or he might have said PS3, and I'm like, nigga, what? I think maybe y'all are just like, I think the hyperbole is, maybe it's the words you're using. I'm just getting hung up on the words or something like that. Perhaps that's it. But like, to say that this looked like PS3 graphics or some shit, like, I'm sitting over here like, what? What the fuck? What? All right, I was told I got to support small black businesses, so here I am. Just need to stay long enough to pump my ESG. Shout out to Hypnotic who's in the chat. About 15 minutes will do the trick then, if that's all you're looking for, Hypno. To someone who has only watched films from 2000 going forward, I guess it would look okay. I mean, I don't know. I've been watching films. I mean, like, I was born in 92. I've been watching films for quite some time. Definitely before 2000. So, like, we've had realistic robot arms since at least T2 in 1992, but they couldn't do it here in 2023. 31 years later. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking. I'm gonna let it ride. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I'm keeping it being. Like, I'm looking at this. Like, the thing is, like, I've watched a lot of movies, and I have to come back with some examples of really bad CGI that I've seen. You know, it's really fucking terrible. Jeepers Creepers 3. That CG. Oh my god, that shit pissed me off. That shit was so bad. What else? I'm trying to think of what else. I thought the CGI in Transformers became fucking ridiculous as the movies progressed. Like, the first two, maybe the third was cool, but then they started wilding. I thought some of the CGI in Batman versus Superman was terrible. OG Jurassic Park looked better. First of all, Cassie, I know you capping. See, this is what I'm talking about with the hyperbole. I went back and tried to watch the old Jurassic Park movies. I can't do it. I said the original Jurassic Park. I tried to sit there and watch it for like 10 minutes. I was like, damn, I can't believe we used to watch this shit. So I know you capping with that one. I'm not saying it's not a good movie. It's just the way the shit moves, the CGI moves back then versus what they doing it right now. I was like, I can't watch this. Oh my god. Don't even bring up Annihilation. Don't bring up Annihilation. Yo, she just brought up Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Yeah, that was bad. I don't even think about that movie in the Mortal Kombat mythos. Like, I just kind of ignore that shit. I'm trying to think of some other examples of some bad CGI. Oh, The Mask. Even the first one, that was good, but we kind of ignored the bad CGI. But what was the Son of the Mask? Like, what was that? Words of Paradise says, nah, dude, OG Jurassic Park absolutely holds up in the CGI department. I just saw an anniversary screening of it a couple months ago. I was amazed at how great the CGI looked. Man, I guess differing tastes, I suppose. What is a good example of good CGI in the last couple of years? Whew. Let me think of some movies, man. I'm trying to think. Oh, you just put me on the spot. I thought House of the Dragon CGI was pretty decent. I don't think it was amazing. I don't think it blew anything out of the park. I thought in the first episode of The Mandalorian, where they fight that big ass fucking monster that was coming out the sand, I believe it was. I thought that was fucking amazing, and it set the tone for the entire series. Let me see CGI. And I wanna stay away from some of the obvious stuff like, you know, Thanos and stuff like that. I thought that I just had one on the tip of my tongue. I think so far what we've seen from Monarch on Apple TV was pretty good. I thought trying to think. Damn, you putting me on the spot. I'm trying to go outside of the box. I've watched a lot of outside of the box stuff. Give me some time on that. Give me some time on that, Cassie. I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to come back. You stumped me with that one. I'm gonna concede the argument on that one. It was easy to talk about the ones with the bad CGI. Now we got to be positive and shit, and we stumbling, beatboxing and shit. Matt Hatter says, "Nah, you could tell. You could kind of tell now parts that are in front of the green screen. You talking about in Furiosa? Which one are you talking about? Oh, you know what was another bad CGI movie? That Will Smith movie where he fighting his future self or his past self or some shit. Like it was like the young Will Smith and the old Will Smith. I was like, what the fuck is this? I didn't even watch the movie because the CGI in the trailer was so bad. I was like, no, fuck no, I'm not watching it. So, oh, you talking about Jurassic Park? Fair enough. Okay. The ones with good CGI will be hard to name because that is the point of good CGI. You don't really know it's CGI, and that is an excellent point. That is an excellent point. When I come up with a comeback, I'm gonna hit you back. But right now, I ain't got one. Cassie says, I don't know. I just feel like most CGI is either overused or just not good. Using CGI as a tool for certain situations is cool and helpful, but it being an entire crutch is never good. I think Marvel just got us feeling like that. I'm keeping it a bean. I think Marvel's overuse of CGI is just. I think it's just really got us like fuck CGI at this point. And don't get me wrong, like a lot of this shit, you know what I'm saying, is like, bro, like cut the CGI out. It's just when I see my colleagues point out bad CGI, and then I go and I can't wait to make fun of some shit. And I'm looking, I'm like I remember when, because everybody saw the She-Hulk trailers before I did. And when everybody started talking about how bad the CGI was, I went to go and look for myself, and I was like, I can't wait to roast this shit. So when niggas start pointing out bad CGI, and I go to it, and I'm like, I can't wait to see what this is. And I don't think the CGI is that bad. I'm like, the fuck? I thought the second Suicide Squad movie had way better CGI than the first. The first one was a fucking nightmare. I don't know what the hell they was doing with that. But the second one with the little star monster and then King Shark, I fucked with that. Okay, let's move on. We've been talking about Furiosa and CGI for a minute. Shouts out to y'all. It's a great conversation. This is why I love not being in the echo chamber. Because make no mistake, it seems like I'm in the minority on this, at least in this space. I don't know how the rest of them.
Let's go. Hey.
Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib, look like Dracula's mansion, my baby. When you pull up, it's on action, my baby.